Does Porsche's GT department ever take a break from chasing perfection? The latest iteration of the Porsche 911 GT3 992.2 might look like a subtle facelift at first glance, but under the surface, a series of finely tuned tweaks deliver more than meets the eye. Launched alongside the updated GT3 Touring, this latest GT3 comes with a predictably steep price tag of £157,300. Yes, both versions cost the same, whether you go for the wing track weapon or the sleek, spoiler-free alternative. Pros and cons. Razor-sharp handling, hugely supportive seats, unbelievable high-speed grip, pricey optional extras, only 2 standard paint colors, hefty price jump from the previous generation. What's new? While the 4.0-liter naturally aspirated flat-six still pushes out 503 brake horsepower, torque takes a 15 lb FT dip, thanks to stricter emissions regulations, which also introduce extra catalytic converters that increase back pressure. But Porsche fights back with 8% shorter gear ratios, borrowed from the 911S/T, a reworked throttle valve for smoother response, and more aggressive camshafts that extend valve opening times on both intake and exhaust. Cooling is improved across the board, benefiting both the engine and brakes. Porsche also tweaks the suspension, adding an adapted bump stop for 25mm more spring travel and a lower front pivot point on the double wishbone setup, enhancing stability under hard braking. The numbers game. Downforce: 140 kilograms at 124 miles per hour, unchanged from the previous model. Wheels: new lightweight alloys shave 1.7 kilograms off unsprung mass, or go for optional magnesium wheels shared with the S/T to cut a whopping 9.1 kilograms. Weight: curb weight rises slightly from 1,418 kilograms to 1,439 kilograms. But with the right lightweight options, you can bring it back down to 1,420 kilograms. While it may seem like a collection of minor changes, they all add up to a sharper, more focused GT3, because Porsche never stops pushing the limits of what's possible. How does it drive? Even better than ever. On track, the 2025 Porsche 911 GT3 is nothing short of mind-blowing. We only had the chance to push the wing version on a circuit, but the biggest takeaway? It feels closer than ever to a full-fledged racing car. Braking stability is staggering. With reduced dive under hard deceleration, you can commit to a corner with total confidence, knowing the front end will bite with laser-sharp precision. Lesser cars might squirm and shift under pressure, but the GT3 stays planted and predictable, even when braking deep into a turn. The optional ceramic brakes, 9,087 pounds, are relentless, letting you brake later and harder, lap after lap, without a hint of fade. Even aggressive curbs are no match for it. We rode shotgun with Jord Burmeister, veteran 911 racer and part of the GT3 development team, who had zero hesitation smashing over sausage curbs at full tilt. The car soaks up the impact, settles instantly, and carries on like nothing happened. For a road car, it's unbelievably at home on a circuit. Steering? Pure magic. Direct, fluid, and communicative, but if you want the best experience, spec the optional magnesium wheels. They shave 9.1 kilograms of unsprung mass, making turn-in feel even sharper and more responsive. What about the interior? Step inside, and it's classic GT3 cockpit perfection. The digital dash remains focused around the central rev counter. The touchscreen is intuitive, and crucially, Porsche keeps physical buttons for key controls, so no fiddling through menus when you're on the move. One big upgrade? The seats. The ultra-low set, lightweight carbon buckets, 5,390-pound option, now split fold, making it easier to access the rear of the cabin. Plus, they come with a removable headrest, so wearing a helmet no longer forces you to crane your neck forward. A small change, but one that makes a huge difference for track day warriors. In short, the GT3 has never felt more at home on the track, and now it's even more user-friendly inside. Before you buy, trims and rivals. As we've said, there are 2 flavors of GT3, winged or not. No other trim levels are available, but you can go crazy on the configurator. The main option to consider on the wing version is the WISAC pack, $19,531. This adds carbon fiber body panels and door panels, a roll cage, and 6-point harnesses. Like the Touring, it also runs to carbon anti-roll bars and rear shear panels, but unlike the Touring, the magnesium wheels aren't included. Those will set you back a further 13,759 pounds. Gulp! The GT3 sits largely in its atmosphere at the moment. While Ferrari has no hardcore 296 and McLaren doesn't make a long tail. Both will almost certainly come, and when they do, it'll be a great time to be alive. Verdict: outstanding. Torque might be down on the previous generation, but every single one of the other changes made to the 992.2 GT3 have elevated the car even further. It's difficult to imagine how the 992.2 version of the GT3 RS can possibly up its game to match it.